It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' superstar wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Cards and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay. 6 yards left on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Maverick. Cup 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons off. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. Did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Arnold Ebiketie, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now. Under pressure, they got him again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. (3-3), a tight one after one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Go check! Go check! Hurry, hurry!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Here comes... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go, Reed! Go! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Oh, able to avoid him. And some room to roam now.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
Drop 60, drop 60. Drag him 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
79 Broncos.
On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Ready?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for...
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take
Here
over.
we go, set.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Nwangu.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mustang 19. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Green able to dance free. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over for... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So,
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an...
Ready? Hey, smash!
Moore, the man in motion.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler.
Now back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Come on.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
Warriors 70. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Let's go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still... Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an